Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mohammad Asim. I'm working as DevOps engineer. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can spin up Jenkins in Docker container. Along with that, I'm going to show you the Jenkins Master-Slave Architecture, and I'm going to show you what are the advantages, benefits you will get if you add slaves nodes into that particular Jenkins. So let's begin. So what I've done, I've already spin up two nodes. I'm calling this both of these EC2 instance are Amazon Linux instance. This is the Jenkins master, this is the slave. So what I've done, I've already added one document for you guys. So in past, I already show you how you can spin up Jenkins in Docker container. It is very useful to spin up Jenkins in Docker. So this is the command you can install Docker and run this command. Simple as that. So I've already done that. I've configured it. If you haven't watched my previous video with regard to the Jenkins configuration in Docker, you can watch those video. So all this is done. So if I navigate to the installation, what are these I'm going to show you. First of all, let me show you some of the theory stuff. Let me simply clear. Okay, so this is the Jenkins master. The advantage of adding Jenkins slaves is that Jenkins master will distribute its workload to the slaves. Jenkins slaves are generally required to provide the desired environment. It works on the basis of request received from the Jenkins. So these slaves can be Amazon Linux, can be Ubuntu, can be Mac, can be Windows. So let me also show you one diagram here. So your concepts are going to be clear. So the point I just wanna share with you guys that this is the Jenkins master and we have installed Docker. So if I add node, I don't have to install any Docker or any other Jenkins on to the slave node. So let me navigate to the manage Jenkins. We are going to add node here. Simply click here, manage nodes, navigate to the new node. um, I'm going to call this let's say call this Jenkins Amazon Linux 1. Okay, I'm going to add this. So before adding this, let me first of all connect to this Jenkins container, and I'm going to show you that in that particular Jenkins Docker container you will see the operating system used by Jenkins LTS is the Debian one. So if I do sudo hyphen I should paste hyphen I here. If I do docker ps hyphen a, if I do docker exec interactive Jenkins master and have a bash shell. So if I get out the contents of etc os release, you will see this is the Debian one. So we are adding now the Amazon Linux. So I have already spin up one node here. So I'm going to add this slaves this Amazon Linux machine as a slave, and I'm not going to install any Docker or any Jenkins. So what I need to install, so if I connect to this machine, so simply I'm going to install this particular Java and that. So these are the steps you simply need to install. You have to follow these steps. So you have to install all these packages. So these are just two commands and you will see Java version will be there. So for the sake of this demo, I've already installed these packages to make sure that the length of the video should not be very long. So open JDK is there. So I've also pasted the output here. So these are some extra bits you don't need that. So anyway, what I'm going to do on this Jenkins master, I'm going to create one directory here. So simply I'm going to create one directory, or in fact I also created that as well. So you can do that via make dir. So it will give an error that directory already exists. So if I navigate to this directory, currently nothing is in this directory. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give this as adding, you can say Amazon Linux machine slave. So number of executors means you can run parallel jobs on that particular directory. So if you wanna see this, simply click this, you will get more detail. You can read this as well. So as far as the remote root directory, I already told you that I've created a directory on my root, and I'm going to paste this. So okay, this is the full path. So I'm going to simply paste this path. This is the remote directory label. um, I'm going to give this label. You can give any label for your understanding. And again, I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to paste this. Custom work directory is going to be the same. So um, one thing I need to tell you, that use this node as much as possible. I'm not going to use this. So simply I'm going to use this option. So only build jobs with label expression. So if I wanna build some job with different, operating system or on a different node, I can simply select that particular stuff. So this part is done. I'm going to save it. So if I click here, so simply what I need to do, I'm going to simply copy this command, and I'm going to paste on my machine. So uh, it is going to give me an error. What you need to do is to simply click this agent.jar, and I'm going to simply download this. So you can simply download or curl. Make sure you should have access to that particular machine. So it it is gonna download that jar for you. So if I run this command, I should be able to access this particular machine. So it is gonna connect. You see, it is connected. So if I simply navigate to this machine, and if I do refresh, you will see that Amazon Linux is added. As far as the other documents addition I done, I've created this as a bash script. You can do that as well, and you can run this command as a service. So I'm not going to show you all the steps. I mean, this is the very basic steps as we are using the systemd. So it is going to be for Ubuntu, Amazon Linux, and CentOS. So you can run this script as a service, and the advantage of using that, this script is going to be, when your machine reboots, so you don't have to run all these commands. Or if you want to run this command, you can run it in the background as well. So all this I'm not going to show you in this video. Just and what this is, and I have already pointed out. So this is how you can add Amazon Linux machine. So no installation on Docker container and all that stuff. So if I navigate to the dashboard and click new item, let's say I'm gonna call this test, and this is going to be the freestyle project. So as I told you, we are using the Ubuntu machine, and if I navigate to this section, and if I navigate if I click this section, and if I select the label, and label is going to be um, what? So I'm going to copy that label which I have set up. So you need to simply copy that label you have created. So this is the label. Okay, so if I navigate to the label, this is the same label I have created. So if I paste it here, you see this is now available. So this is available, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you Okay, all these commands are gonna run on that particular Amazon Linux machine. So execute a shell, and I'm going to, instead of using apt-get update, I'm going to use simply yum update -y, and let me, okay, first of all let me apply this and let me show you that part as well. So, and let's try to build now. If everything goes well, I should have a success output, and if I open the shell, you see yum update command successfully run. So as I told you, this is the advantage of adding slaves. You can use the different operating system. As I run my job on that particular machine, and I'm going to do some uh, more stuff. Okay, if I navigate to test and configure, I want to add one more command here. Um, echo I am Jenkins master. So, and put this on the root as Jenkins master.txt. Let's try to run it. Build now. So this is our second job, and if I navigate to the console output, you see it it should create one file onto that particular node. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna simply have a one shell again into that slave. So as I told you, you can run the job in the background. You can create you can run as a script, and it is going to be run as a service. So if I do sudo -i ls, you see Jenkins master is now available. So it is executing all the commands on this machine. So that is it with regard to the combination of Jenkins in a Docker container and adding slaves. It can be Windows, Linux, or Mac OS. So if you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Have a nice day.